Israel's deadly attack, which killed 7 aid workers in the Gaza Strip, has now triggered public condemnation, and it has given rise to several questions. There is a desperate need for a safety passage for aid to be delivered into the war-torn enclave. In the latest backlash, Australia has said that it will appoint a special advisor to work with Israel to ensure that there is full confidence in the investigations into a drone strike in the Gaza Strip that had killed aid workers, one of whom was Australian. Now, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has also called out Israel's strategy in the ongoing war in the Gaza Strip.
Following this week's appalling killing of 7 humanitarian workers from World Central Kitchen, the Israeli government has acknowledged mistakes and announced some disciplinary measures. But the essential problem is not who made the mistakes. It is the military strategy and procedures in place that allow for those mistakes to multiply time and time again. Fixing those failures requires independent investigations and meaningful and measurable changes on the ground.
However, this is not the first time that aid groups in the Gaza Strip have come under Israeli fire. Last month, the United Nations had said that ever since this war began in October last year, 196 aid workers have been killed in the Israeli onslaught. On the 28th of December, the Israeli forces had opened fire on a United Nations aid convoy in central Gaza as it was returning in the northern part of the enclave. On the 24th of November, the Israeli tanks had destroyed an MSF minibus that had prominently displayed the group's logo in southern Gaza. On the 18th of November, a convoy from Doctors Without Borders, that is MSF, that was attempting to evacuate individuals seeking refuge in a hospital, was again targeted in the Gaza city, resulting in the killing of 2 individuals. On the 7th of November, a Red Cross medical convoy was attacked in the Gaza city by the Israelis, resulting in injuries to the driver and also causing some serious damage to 2 trucks. On the 3rd of November in 2023, a month into the war, 15 people were killed and 60 others were injured in a bombing of the ambulances near Gaza's largest hospital by the Israelis. The United Nations chief has also called for an independent probe into the deaths of the 196 aid workers who've been killed in this Israeli onslaught since last year.
It is obviously for the government of Israel to accept the possibility of that independent investigation, because the investigation can only work with the cooperation of the Israeli authorities. But as I said, the question is not this only specific incident. 196 humanitarian workers have been killed, and we want to know why each one of them was killed.
The American Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has said that the United States is actually carefully reviewing Israel's inquiry into the strike that killed the aid workers.
We received Israel's report on the terrible killing of the World Central Kitchen team in Gaza a few days ago. We're reviewing it very carefully. We'll be discussing its conclusions with Israeli officials and with humanitarian organizations in the days to come. It's very important that Israel is taking full responsibility for this incident. It's also important that it appears to be taking steps to hold those responsible accountable.
Now, following global outrage over the actions of Israeli forces in the Gaza Strip, Israel has said that it has dismissed 2 officers and has formally reprimanded senior commanders of the IDF. This after an inquiry into the deadly strike this week found some serious errors and breaches of procedure. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.